Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And very recently, they have been dropping tons of promo material for the next upcoming MCU Disney Plus show, She-Hulk. And in those mini trailers we have been getting lots of shots of the Devil of Hell's Kitchen himself, Daredevil, with a brand new suit. We will be talking about pretty much everything Daredevil related in this video. We'll be breaking down the new suit and explaining this new yellow suit. We'll be talking about Daredevil's involvement in Marvel Phase 5 leading up to his show, as well as the She-Hulk versus Daredevil stuff in the trailer as well. So yeah, we have the return of Charlie Cox's Daredevil in She-Hulk. We of course did see Charlie Cox appear as Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home, so they are confirmed to be in the MCU, and pretty much he was Peter Parker's lawyer. But very recently, Kevin Feige has announced other projects involving not just Daredevil, but also Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk as well. In which, in regards to him, he did make his first MCU debut in Hawkeye. So these guys were in the MCU way before any of these projects were happening. But yeah, Kevin Feige has announced two projects involving both Daredevil and Wilson Fisk. One of which, of course, is being Echo, in which if you guys have watched Hawkeye, you would obviously know the involvement between Echo and Wilson Fisk. So we'll be seeing more of that in the show. But also we did get the confirmation that Daredevil will also be in that show. So that is very, very exciting. But then for Phase 5, later on in Phase 5, Kevin Feige has also announced an 18-episode long Disney Plus series titled Daredevil Born Again. That is right, 18 episodes with the Devil of Hell's Kitchen returning with his own show. I am so excited for that. Essentially, it's going to be Daredevil Season 4, but not really. It will pretty much be Season 1, but we will still have everything established in the Netflix series continuing on in this show. So all of that will still be canon. So I guess if you want to understand anything going around with Daredevil Born Again, or just anything in between, like the rivalry between Daredevil and Wilson Fisk, I would suggest that you guys watch the Daredevil show. It is very, very good and one of the best superhero shows out there. So yeah, all of that will be canon. Very, very exciting stuff. Daredevil is one of my favorite characters as well. So I am very happy to not only see him return for multiple projects, but also seeing him getting his own Disney Plus show consisting of 18 freaking episodes. I'm beyond excited for that show and I cannot wait. But yeah, onto the She-Hulk stuff, as well as Daredevil's new suit breakdown and pretty much explaining the color change behind it. We start off the scene with a green car riding towards She-Hulk with Daredevil on top of it, and we do have her pretty much standing there stopping it with her knees. Of course, she is perfectly fine due to her abilities. And then this is when we have Daredevil flipping over and using his ears to sense She-Hulk's presence, because of course Daredevil is a blind man, he cannot see, but does have certain abilities which he does mention on the show, where he essentially sees only a world on fire. So that is a very classy way of a stance from Daredevil, as he pretty much just uses his senses rather than his eyes, which is why his ears are pointed towards She-Hulk. So that was a really nice addition. But this does seem to be near the end of the show, and She-Hulk is the first Disney Plus show after WandaVision to consist more than 6 episodes, which is the typical episode count of a live-action Marvel Disney Plus show, because of course What If did have more episodes. But She-Hulk will be having 9 episodes, and this shot seems to be later on in the season due to Jennifer Walters wearing her comic-accurate suit, in which from previous shows the main leads do get their new suits towards the end of their seasons. This has of course been seen from Hawkeye, as well as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you could say WandaVision as well. So this will be somewhere around like episodes 8 or 9 or something along those lines. We do of course see the new Daredevil yellow and red suit in action in many different trailers. In the first trailer we do get to see some of the torso and like the batons he's holding, and then in another shot we do see the full helmet and the upper areas of the suit. Personally, I really like it. I think it looks really cool, and this is just me, but I prefer this suit over the red one. I just really like how it looks. A lot of you guys would have noticed, but the suit is literally the exact same in terms of like the detailing and the design. It's literally the same as the season 2 suit. The only thing that's different is the colors. Everything else is the same. The detailing is the same, and yeah, the only thing that's different is the colors pretty much. The color scheme is now obviously yellow and red rather than the typical red and black like we saw in Daredevil's season 2 and what Poindexter was wearing in season 3 as well. But why this change? Why did Daredevil change his suit colors up? And there are two reasons behind it. The first things first, yellow and red is actually the original costume of Daredevil in the comics. So they are essentially taking the comic book accurate route. But there's also another reason behind it, and that is the events of Daredevil Season 3 with Mr. Poindexter himself, aka Bullseye, going around wearing Daredevil's red suit and pretty much going around and killing people with it. So there was an imposter committing all these atrocities, not only wearing the Daredevil suit, the red suit, while doing them, but also he was using the name Daredevil as well. So he essentially tarnished the name Daredevil. So the color scheme change is essentially a way to move away from that and essentially be born again, hence Daredevil Born Again. So I am assuming that this costume will be the costume he will be wearing in the Echo series as well as his new show Daredevil Born Again as well. Now in regards to what's going on over here, it would be very bizarre to just have Daredevil appearing out of the blue. So this will either be something like a cliffhanger of the season segueing into Echo, which is the next project where we will be seeing Daredevil and then also the return of Wilson Fisk as well. Or one that makes the most sense is that we will be seeing Matt Murdock appearing earlier on in the season, and then some events will take place where we have them pretty much confronting each other. We'll be having this confrontation, and then we'll be having lawyer versus lawyer. So in other words, Daredevil versus She-Hulk. Maybe we might see them teaming up, or we'll just see them facing off against each other. I don't know about that, but it is some really, really interesting stuff. But in regards to Daredevil Born Again, it is obviously going to lead after the events of Daredevil Season 3, Hawkeye and Echo. And from where Daredevil, the final confrontation between Fisk and Daredevil ended, Daredevil obviously threatened to go after Vanessa if he tries to do anything with exposing his identity or harming his friends Foggy Nelson or Karen Page. And Fisk is not going to be taking that lightly because Matt Murdock literally threatened his wife. So presumably this show will be about Fisk trying to just take his revenge and make Matt Murdock's life a living hell. Not only as a lawyer but also as Daredevil as well. So I'm guessing that's going to be the initial premise of the show. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below if you guys are excited to see Daredevil return in the MCU. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.